Ever heard your own name on the radio after you're already dead? Jamie Stern always thought it was just a clever marketing line. Tonight, at 2:13 a.m., he would learn how wrong he was. The studio was deathly quiet, except for the hum of fluorescent lights and the low rumble of the broadcasting tower outside. Jamie slid his headphones on, a practiced smile in his voice, as he leaned into the microphone. Good evening, insomniacs and lost souls. This is Jamie Stern on WKRX 94.1, playing your soundtrack for the late night. He queued up a vinyl record, an old blues number, and let its crackle glide over the airwaves. A few seconds into the track, the music was swallowed by static. Jamie frowned, fingers dancing over the soundboard. The static deepened, coalescing into a soft chorus of voices, so faint he almost thought he imagined them. Then came his name, Jamie Stern. The voice was porous with hiss and echo, as if it had trickled up from the grave itself. Jamie's blood ran cold. He tapped the console, but the channel was locked. Panicked, he reached for the emergency mute, slammed it down, and the world went unnaturally silent. In that pause, the studio's red, on-air light winked out. Jamie's reflection, pale and wide-eyed, glimmered in the darkened glass panels around him. He exhaled. We lost power for a second there. Sorry, folks. Technical difficulties. He chuckled weakly, trying to regain control. He hit the switch to roll a backup track, but instead, the whisper returned. Jamie Stern, your final request. This time, the voice was closer, so close he thought it trembled in his own ear. He yanked off his headphones, heartbeat thrumming like tribal drums in his chest. His gaze fell to the framed photograph on his desk. Himself and his brother Ethan, both wearing crisp radio station jackets, laughing into the camera. Ethan had died in an accident a year ago, his absence the long cold undercurrent of Jamie's every broadcast. A fresh wave of ecstatic roared, and the whispering multiplied. Dozens of disembodied voices all intoning, Jamie Stern. Jamie Stern. The studio door creaked. Jamie's pulse leapt. He tapped the mic again, voice trembling. Hello? Who's there? Silence answered. Then a single familiar bar of distorted blues crawled through the speakers. Jamie recognized Ethan's favorite track. There was no logical way the station's library would auto-cue it. Ethan had never even worked late-night shifts. As the ghostly melody wound through the air, Jamie's eyes darted to the master volume. He slammed it down, and the music stopped abruptly, as if someone had yanked the record off its spindle. In the hush, a new sound emerged, a solitary telephone ringing. Jamie followed the tone to a battered office phone beside his desk, its cradle empty. He knelt to lift the receiver. Jamie? Ethan's voice, warm, alive, echoed through the earpiece. You left me behind. Jamie's fingers trembled on the handset. Tears pricked at his eyes. Ethan. Static choked the line, then receded, revealing a corridor of murmured cries. Somewhere in that crackling hinterland, Jamie heard distant sobs and the muffled slap of something falling. He slammed the phone down. The on-air light snapped back on, brighter than before, flooding the studio in sickly red. The board's meters leapt to full tilt, and every channel screamed with static. Jamie tried to escape the booth, but the door was locked. From beyond the glass, the silhouette of his own empty chair stared back, a dark void where he should be seated. He lunged for the doorknob, rattled it, slammed his shoulder into the wood. On the speakers, Ethan's voice returned, soft, pleading. Answer. if you're still there. The lights flickered once, twice, and then went out, plunging the studio into darkness. When the backup generator hummed to life moments later, the studio was silent again. The photo frame lay shattered on the floor. Jamie Stern's chair was empty. The microphone still bore the faint imprint of his breath, and on the airwaves, under a fresh sheen of blues, a single static whisper drifted into nowhere. Jamie Stern.